get back here. So user inputs, and now as I have told you only about Console.ReadLine, through which we can only return a string value. But what is the solution to integer values? Okay, so user input and numbers is another topic. So the Console.ReadLine method returns a string only. So therefore you cannot get information from another data type such as int using this Console.ReadLine method. So it will cause an error if you are going to define a variable. You're going to replace this username into age, and then you are going to use readline and you enter a value here which is not a string value, it's an integer value. It will give you an error. You can check it out here. Suppose I will say enter your age, and then I'll type age here, and I will just go and type here age and save it and run it, F5. We got the value. So if we type 3 here, oh, username is 3, it's working. Oh, it's working. Read line, it's working here. String 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, int. So you can see it's showing you an error here, console.readline. Okay, so if you even run it, you will get the error. These were build errors. Would you like to continue and run the test? You will get the error, cannot implicitly convert type string test to int. So if you have to do that, what you need to do is you have to make use of typecasting methods. We'll stop it. What happened? Stop debugging. All right, so I'll replace it back to name for now. And string username. Here also username. That's a comment. My main topic is to let you know now what can be done. Now, before we go for a break, we will clear this particular concept and then we can take a break. So let's move it down. That was getting user input. We are still on user input, but now, for example, you want the same thing now, or simply you want a person to input the age. So we can say console.WriteLine, and I will ask Michael, enter Mr. Michael or Mr. Mick. I'll say, hi, Mick, please enter your age. After entering your name, if I want you to enter your age, then what I will do now, I will define integer age, but I will use the type conversation. So I will use the method called toInt. So dot, I will use toInt32, and then again inside it, I'm going to use console now, console.readLine. That's how we have to perform it. So integer age convert dot to int. You have to convert it into int console.readline. Then only just read that particular value. And then again, same thing, write line. And then you can now say that your age is plus age, semicolon. All right, so in the same way, now if you have to before that, you want to add this thing, console, write, enter your name and get the output of all the things together. And you can use this thing, all right, and then statement username before this. So for entering or for storing the username or for allowing a user to enter the username, console.WriteLine, please enter your username, string username, console.readline. If it's string, then we do not need to use the typecasting. Then console.WriteLine, hi Mick, please enter your name, okay? Then we'll say int age convert.to console read line, then it will print first of all username, then age, then save it, and then you can say run it using F5. Enter your name. I will say Mick. Please enter your age. Hi Mick, please enter your age. So age is, for example, 22. You will see username is Mick, your age is 22. Okay, so that's how we can work with strings and numbers. So console.WriteLine. So if you wanted to convert it into bool, you wanted to convert it into double, all right, you can make use of that. And then in the bracket within the parentheses, you have to make use of the method console.readLine. Got it? Clear?
Yeah.
So that's how we can make use of. So in the same way, in the assignment, you have to do the same thing. The task that I have given you. This is the example. That was all about the input, or you can say user input. Any questions about it?
Nope.
All is clear, right?
Yep.
Before we go for a break, so the basic revision, another topic is about operators, which will take some time because we have 3 minutes before the break. So in this session, from 4 to 5:30, I have taught you what is typecasting and why it's used. There are 2 types of typecasting, implicit casting and explicit. Converting a smaller type into larger is called as implicit, and larger to small is called as explicit. Then I gave you an example through which we converted int into double, and explicit, we converted double back into int. Then there are conversation type methods, all right, so through which we can directly make use of them, and then convert int into double, double into string, or string into int, whatever. Like this is an example for that also. Then today's last topic was how you can get the user input. We're using WriteLine. So far I have taught you, but readLine is used to get the input just only when you have the data type string. Otherwise, you have to use the conversation methods, okay? And then I gave you the task for today's class. And then after that, I told you there's a difference. If you want to use readLine, you have to use it just for you, or we are using, as always, readLine, but you cannot simply, standalone use readLine if it's in terms of numbers, in terms of integers, okay? You have to use the typecasting inbuilt methods or pre-built methods. That is enough for now. I will come back again after the break, take a break, take some snacks, and I'm gonna be back, all right?
Yeah.
I will give you a message once I will be back. Take care, bye-bye, see you.